Oh my gosh, it is too damn early for this. I gotta shut this stupid snooze up. Alright, guess I better get up now. It disturbed my sleep. Oh man. Okay. Yo, it's 2020. You know what? 2020. This is my year. Let's do this. Let's make a goal. Alright, let's just walk into the other room real quick, you know. Gotta get this done. Gotta pump this out. Alright, I'm gonna sit down at my desk here. You gotta, you know, sit a little tushy down. Gotta crack the fingers. You already know what's going on here. Alright, 2020 goals. This is my year. I gotta accomplish everything. This is my best year possible. Alright, my teeth are looking kind of like this piece of paper, so I gotta brush my teeth way more. Alright, day one. Let's get the teeth looking white as hell. You gotta be looking like that freaking, what is that, printer paper. White, that clean white. Let's do this. Oh yeah, ooh, that smells good. Ooh. Alright, day one of success. Start brushing my teeth. Let's do this. Day two, let's go.
Day two.
Oh my god, why is this alarm gotta be so rude? Oh man, let's shut this damn thing up. Alright, alarm, I get it. I'm up. Alright, day two, brush my teeth. I got this. Alright, here we go again. Here's the morning. Gotta put that smile on. Look at them pearly whites. They're already coming in. Woo.
6.5 hours later.
Hello? Oh, yo, what's good? Do I want to go to the club tonight? What kind of a question is that? Okay, yeah, I'm down. What time are you thinking we're going to be back? 2 a.m. That's pretty late. But I'm down. You only live once. Alright, let's go. I'll see you there.
3:28 a.m.
Oh my god, I'm going to bed. I think I got mono. I'm tired as hell.
Day three.
Oh my god, this is too damn early again. Why does this alarm gotta be so rude? Alright, I'm up. I think. Oh damn, I'm tired. Oh, okay, alright. Oh, the club was crazy. Oh no! I forgot to brush my teeth last night. Fuck! Alright, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. You know what? It'll be it.
Day four. 3 weeks later. 1 eternity later.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Anderson Kinsey here. So, I'm assuming you guys have some New Year's resolutions. I said that weird. New Year's resolutions that you want to accomplish. So, if you're like most people, most of these goals, if not all of them, you are not going to accomplish this new year. You know, most people start them up, they put in the effort, which I respect, but they never end up actually doing much with the goals themselves, if anything. Just like the person in the skit, which is me. Alright, so if you don't want to be the person in the skit any longer and at all for the rest of your life, make sure to pay attention to this video. These will not, you know, freaking, you know, cure you, but they will certainly really help, and maybe even this will be enough to get you on the right path. So I'm going to teach you 3 methods that are actually very simple, and some of you may think they're too simple to be true, but I'm going to recommend you try that before you claim that. So before we get any further into the video, if you do find this video helpful, I gotta say this: leave a like on the video. That's all I ask in return. Between that and also subscribing to the video. That's right, I have a subscribe pillow. I've had this for like 4 or 5 years now. Anyways, without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Okay, so for the 3 methods, I'm gonna start off with method number 1. So this method is something you may have heard before, and again, it may be obvious, but you are gonna wanna break your goals down into smaller, simpler goals. So what I mean is, like, you have your big goal up here, and then you're gonna wanna set smaller sub-tier goals in order to get to that big one. So the point of this is, well, A, the sub-goals are, you know, realistically gonna be way more, well, realistic, like I just said, and they're gonna be way more achievable. So when you see this big goal and you're like, oh shit, like I don't wanna, like that's a big goal. You see all these sub goals, you're like, okay, like I can do that. And then maybe once I do that, I can do this, and then you're gonna build yourself up to get to this. So basically, it's so this up here doesn't look as scary. Now, also with the sub goals, this is kind of my favorite part about this, and this is gonna keep you motivated for your main goal, because once you achieve one of the sub goals, you're gonna think, oh, okay, like this isn't so bad. I can actually do this. You know, you get the one sub to your goal, and then you're like, okay, I wanna get the next one. Then you're on the next one, and next thing you know, you're actually motivating yourself to get to that big goal. So this is a big motivation factor personally, I think, and I try my best to use it in my goals, and actually after I'm done recording this video, I'm about to readjust my goals to fit my stuff more like this. So I'm about to describe 2 scenarios for you, and I just want you to pay attention to them, as these are good examples, I think, so you just pay attention to them. But before I get into that real quick, just take some time to think to yourself, what is something you can do, you know, sub goal wise, that you can do every day, every week, every month to get to that big goal. You got to break it down so it doesn't seem as scary. Okay, so here's the 2 scenarios, and this is a little similar to the little skit I did at the beginning of the video. So scenario 1, let's say your goal is to run a marathon. Now, you previously are a couch potato, or you are a couch potato at this time, so you have little to no fitness level. So this is a big goal you want to reach. So you see this big goal and it's really scary to you. So you set your goal to run a marathon, and you're all motivated because you just set your goal, and you're thinking, oh, I could do this, you know, I just got to start running now. So you run now. Later that day you run a mile, because that's all you think you're capable of doing, which is fair enough if you have no fitness level. And you run your mile and you're done and you're tired and you're like, yes, I did it. So then day 2, you think, oh, like I'm tired from yesterday, like my legs are aching, like I didn't stretch, my muscles are tight, like I don't know, but screw it, I'm gonna run. And then you run, day 2 you run maybe another mile. Let's say you do another mile, so good job, you're doing 2 days into it. And then day 3 comes along, you are absolutely exhausted because you had no previous fitness level, and you ran the past 2 days, and you're thinking, okay, if I take this day as a rest day, I can go run the next few days. So then day 4, you come in, you're like, oh shoot, you know, I'm still tired, but you know, I'm gonna try it. You run a half a mile, okay? You run a half a mile because you think that's better than nothing. So, okay. Day 5, you come in, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're thinking, okay, well, I ran 2 miles, I took a day off, and then I ran a half a mile. Like, there's no way I can do this marathon goal. So you give up. Or just as bad, you think you're gonna, you know, make up for another day, and then another day, and then those add up, and then you give up then. So basically scenario 1 is you end up giving up because you didn't set any small milestones to keep in track with yourself. All right, scenario 2, the more ideal scenario. So same goal, you want to run a marathon, same person, you have no fitness level or little to no fitness level. So you run that day, you run your mile, you get it over with, you're still motivated, you're excited. Next day, day 2, you're absolutely exhausted, but you run that other mile. Okay, day 3, you are absolutely exhausted again, so you do end up taking that rest day, because you do need rest days. You take that rest day. Day 4, you think, okay, you know, if I'm going to keep up with this, I'm going to need to do baby steps. So I'm going to need to set small goals for myself so I can actually achieve this, because running 1 mile at a time right now is just ridiculous, and I'm trying to run this marathon in, let's just say, 4 months. So then like the first month, I'm going to want to, you know, the first week I'm going to run, you know, 1 mile every day for 6 days. And then after 2 weeks, I'm going to run 2 miles every day for 6 days. You know, week 3, I'm going to run 3 to 4 miles every day. 3 to 4 miles every day for a week. And then, you know, etc. Week 4, you're going to want to run 5 miles every day except for your rest day. And then after, let's say this person keeps up with it because they set the small goal. So week 1, they complete it. They're like, yes, I can't believe I ever did that. Like, I've run more than I ever have in my life. Week 2, they're like, oh my God, I'm running 2 miles every day now. Like, I'm in the best shape of my life. Week 3, they're like, yes, they're just going up and up and up, and they're motivating themselves because they set smaller goals. So let's just say after 3 months, this person's able to run 15 miles every day. That's a lot. So maybe they're just able to run 15 miles in one sitting. And then, basically they have a month to be able to run 26 miles. But hey, they're a lot damn closer than they were if they just set this big goal and then just failed after, a week or two or even less because they didn't set smaller goals. All right, so method 2. Now, this is something that you can use to your advantage, and this is reward. Now, this seems obvious again, but so many people I know reward themselves for doing so little and are constantly rewarding themselves. So personally, I think if you add a reward for your sub goals in order to get to your big goal, which maybe you have another even bigger reward for that, you are more likely to complete that. So let's say you got the Nintendo Switch for Christmas, okay? And you want to play Smash Bros, but you don't have Smash Bros yet. You only have, say you don't have any games. So you're like, damn, I just want to buy a game right now and start playing it. But if you do that, you're most likely going to get distracted from your goal. So what you're going to do is you're going to reward yourself. So let's say after week 1, you're going to, I don't want to say buy the game right away because that's kind of a more expensive thing. But let's say after week 1, you're going to, buy an accessory for your Switch, okay? If you do that 1 mile for that first week, 6 days with the rest day, okay? Then week 2, then you can get something else or get a massage. I don't know. It doesn't have to be expensive. I'm just naming examples. Just reward yourself for each sub goal, which will, it literally, okay, so here's the best way to explain it. You have your big goal, you have your sub goals. You're not even going to be focused on the big goal as much. You're going to be like, okay, I get this one goal. Then if I get this one, then I can get my freaking Smash Bros game. And if I get this one, then I can get the new Pokemon game too. And the next thing you know, you're motivating yourself. And then you're like, damn, I'm already close to the thing I actually wanted to accomplish, which is running a marathon. I just ran 15 miles today just so I can get the Pokemon game. But then also at the same time, I'm almost to my marathon goal. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling here, but the point is, again, you guys get the point, I think, is to reward yourself properly. Don't reward yourself for, such minute things in your day-to-day life. So you went on a run once and then you reward yourself, which maybe you can do if you're in your first week or so and you're just trying to do it. But I'd recommend more to longer goals, which will help you build the habit up and rewarding yourself while building that habit up. So, like a famous psychologist said, Daddy Peterson. I'm just kidding. I love Jordan Peterson. Anyways, you guys don't care. So he was talking about something psychology-wise, like he said, about bargaining with yourself. And let me get the exact quote. So he had this idea when he was talking to his students, because he was a professor, about motivating yourself. And from his standpoint, he's thinking, okay, pretend you're having a conversation with yourself. You're saying, okay, so I'm going to need you to work tomorrow. That's what he said in his quote. But I'm going to say this is the marathon example. I'm going to need you to run tomorrow. What are you going to do for me that'll make me want to run tomorrow? Reward. Exactly. That's the first thing that comes into my mind personally is reward. So let's say you run tomorrow. What am I going to do for you? You have to think of it. You have to bargain with yourself. You can't. He talks about this idea of tyrannizing yourself. Did I say that right? Tyrannizing? Whatever. You guys get it. Tyrannizing yourself for not, putting in the work, but you have no incentive to put in the work. So that's what that reward is there. It's an incentive to do what you need to do or what you want to do that maybe you also don't want to do. Like you want to run a marathon, but you don't want to run. So, like I said, reward yourself. And again, I can guarantee you that if you do not create a reward for yourself, you are basically setting yourself up for failure because there's almost no incentive for you to do that. Maybe the incentive, is actually, completing that marathon itself, which it's the feeling after. You're like, oh yes, I'm in a marathon. But you're gonna need to set up rewards for yourself so you can actually, stick with it. Alright, so method 3, the last and final method. Now this is also an important one, and this is for all you procrastinators out there. So you're gonna wanna set a time limit on your goals. Now, again, scenario one, he really set no time limit to when he's gonna run that marathon. So he just said, I'm gonna run a marathon. Well, he could run a marathon when he's 80. Let's say he's 20 right now. He can run a marathon when he's 80, he can run a marathon when he's 20, he can run a marathon when he's 50. There's no time limit, so he can just keep putting that off. So what you're gonna wanna do is to kind of, force yourself to do it a little bit and motivate yourself, is set a time limit. So let's say you wanna, scenario two, you're gonna wanna run that, like I said, in 4 months. That's a time limit. So you have 4 months until you have to run that marathon. Let's say you even sign up for that marathon, you paid for it. So you're like, well, crap, I don't want to waste my money. I got to train for this. And then you start training for it, set up the small goals, set up the rewards for each small goal, and then maybe set up a big reward for running the marathon. So actually, this is kind of a law that I just talked about. This time thing is called Parkinson's law. And hold on, let me read the quote here. It says, work expands so as to fill the time available for completion. So what that means is I don't know why I'm stuttering. You set a marathon goal for, you never say that. It could take you forever to complete that goal, or never. Let's say you set it for a year. It'll take you a year to do that marathon. Let's say you set it for 6 months. It'll probably take you 6 months to do that marathon. So the point is, whatever much time you set your goal to, that's how much time it'll take you for completion. It's a really simple, basic concept, but it is so true. Because again, if you set it for a year, it's gonna take you a year to run that marathon. You set it for 4 months, it'll take you 4 months to run that marathon. So set a reasonable time limit. Don't set it for 2 months if you've been sitting on the couch all day. That's a lot to go from 0 miles to 26 miles in 2 months. But do set it so it's challenging, but not challenging where it's impossible. And also on the topic of procrastination, this will also hopefully help you not get as distracted easily from unimportant things. So you say you set it for four months for the marathon, right? And you've been sitting on the couch for too long. You're gonna need to get your butt to work, because if you set it for a year, you could be a little lazy and get distracted in that year. So if you set it for a year, you'll have days where you're just sitting there watching TikTok videos and laughing, because TikTok's actually kind of funny. And watching movies, going out with your friends too much. You're not doing anything towards your goal, or not much towards your goal. You're procrastinating. Whereas you said for 4 months, you're like, damn, I got a lot to work to do. I don't got time to be scrolling on TikTok. I don't got time to be looking at freaking Jenna Marbles videos. Like, I got to get to work. Anyways, I did ramble a little bit in this video. I'm gonna try to work on that. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave that thumbs up on the video, as it is a nice favor to return to me. Also, again, please comment below if you guys have any questions or any tips. I will be more than happy to reply to them. I actually had a commenter, I believe by the name of Abraham, comment something on my last fitness video, and I sent him a giant response to help him out. So I will be more than willing to help you guys out if you guys have any further questions. Or anything in general about fitness, self-improvement. I'm not perfect, but I do know a decent amount, I'd say. So I may be able to help you out. Anyways, I tried my best to make this a practical video so you can apply these to your life right away. I would recommend doing this on a pen and paper so you can visually see it. I'm a visual learner, but whatever you think is best. Maybe you're an auditory learner. I don't know what kind of learner you are, but you know yourself best. So do what you can with these tips, and I try my best to make it practical for you guys. And I tried my best with the examples to put them into perspective for you.